In the giant meeting room of the Galactic Council, aliens from 1,000 worlds crowded together. They looked like everything from giant crystals to living shadows. In the middle stood the humans, tiny and quiet next to the giant aliens. The aliens started laughing. They were laughing at the humans, who just stood there, looking serious and strong. This wasn't a friendly meeting. It was about to be a surprising day for the aliens, a day that showed the true spirit of humanity. Making fun of the human visitors. Simple people, chuckled one boss, his voice deep and rough. Another, with arms like thin smoke, waved his hand dismissively. They dream of space travel, but they're stuck on their dirty home planet. They kept on making fun, trying to make the humans feel small and unimportant. They thought they were the best because they were more advanced, and humanity's struggles were just a joke to them. Among a gathering of powerful spaceships, the human representatives weren't especially tall compared to the other aliens. The council saw them as weak leftovers from the past, soft bodies compared to the robots and energy beings around them. But the humans' eyes had a hidden power that the older races had lost. But then suddenly, everything turned blood red, like a giant spilled his juice. Alarms screeched, replacing the laughter with a scary noise. A big picture showed the whole galaxy up above. In the middle, a giant dark hole ripped through space, like a monster's mouth. It zoomed straight at them, faster and faster. The aliens stopped laughing. They weren't scared of anything before, but now they felt like someone poured cold water down their backs. This wasn't just another enemy. This was a giant space monster no one knew anything about. It was going to change perspective about being strong and weak in the whole galaxy. The giant shadow loomed, sucking the confidence right out of alien leaders, who were used to their fancy machines always knowing what to do. They weren't ready for something this strange. Their tools, the ones that worked perfectly even in crazy space storms, just became useless and showed nothing helpful. These guys, who'd built stars and bent space to their will, were completely lost. The walls of the big meeting room, usually filled with numbers and pictures, now flashed with confusing symbols and warnings they couldn't understand. This silence was creepy. It made them realize their super smart computers, the things that made them the top dogs in the galaxy, were as weak as the humans they'd easily beaten. They were stuck and scared, and for the first time, their amazing technology might actually hurt them instead of help. The humans didn't waste a second. They saw the surprised alien leaders and sprang into action. Scientists, inventors, and people with years of experience on Earth all worked together. They came up with a plan that was both clever and unusual. It mixed ideas about how the universe worked with the human ability to think creatively. Their idea was to launch a bunch of satellites that would send out special signals. These signals would fight back against the bad effects of the anomaly. The plan was a risk, but humans were used to taking risks to survive. Their spaceships, simple but strong, flew through space with one goal. The humans responded with innovation and determination, even though the alien leaders were shocked and didn't know what to do. The humans' quick thinking and unique plan gave everyone a tiny bit of hope in the vast emptiness of space. The human plan unfolded. The alien ranks, who were used to seeing humans as weaklings, watched with confusion and a smirk. Can these tiny creatures really fight back against what crushed us? One rumbled, his voice laced with disbelief. Another scoffed. Their plan is flimsy, like their bodies. Just a desperate dream. But as the humans worked silently, determined, a crack appeared in the alien unity. Some commanders leaned closer, curious about this strange tactic. Others scoffed louder, dismissive as ever. The room crackled with tension, the air thick with anticipation. Humanity's gamble hung in the balance, ready to rewrite the galaxy's definition of strength and smarts. The spaceship alarms stopped their buzzing. As the human machine started humming a soft, steady tune, The scary twitchy cloud thingy in the middle of the room slowed down. The alien leaders, who before were all grumpy and worried, got quiet and stared with wide eyes. "It's calming down," one of them finally said, his voice surprised. This strange human idea, mixing science and just plain guessing, was actually working. The scary cloud wasn't going to destroy everything anymore. Everyone in the room started to feel a little hopeful instead of scared. Maybe the humans, even though they seemed small and weak, weren't so bad after all. All the aliens held their breath. Human space junk, like a bunch of sparkly Christmas ornaments, linked together in space. They glowed, making a pulsing hum. Everything got quiet, so quiet it felt like forever. The human plan was working. The scary cloud thing, once a bully in space, was now getting pushed back by the human sparkly lights. This was a big moment. All the brainy aliens in the room thought the humans, the ones they never thought much of, were saving them all. The human satellites started buzzing, and a strange energy spread through the room. The aliens realized humans' creative ideas and their ability to work together was what might save them all. The aliens finally understood that humans weren't just about numbers and facts. The things the aliens had made fun of before, the very things that made humans who they were. In that moment, the aliens saw the value of having different people and cultures. The human leaders, though scared of the giant space bubble, came up with a unique plan. Instead of fighting it with weapons, they wanted to use a special sound wave to calm it down. This sound wave would be like a special song, matching the bubble's own weird hum. They built a bunch of space machines to play this song all around the bubble, hoping to make it stop being so scary. This plan wasn't about fighting strength, but about understanding the way the universe works, like a giant music box. It showed the best of what humans can do, being brave in the face of danger and working together to save everyone. With the space machines in place, everyone waited nervously. The humans were trying their crazy plan against something that even the strongest aliens couldn't beat. Willing to try anything to save the galaxy, human engineers' faces were grim, worked the old-fashioned controls, fingers flying across buttons and switches. Their spaceships hung lifeless, trapped by the strange energy storm. Captain Elena Marquez stood tall in front, her eyes glued to the main window. Her voice, calm despite the pressure, rang out with authority. "Start step Echo 7, she ordered, and the room erupted with focused activity. Outside, the human ships, smaller but determined, danced through the alien fleet. They carefully placed plain-looking satellites around the storm. These were humanity's secret weapon, a network of connected devices meant to capture and control the storm's energy. The alien commanders watched, their earlier arrogance replaced by quiet surprise. The human plan was simple, almost too simple, yet their technology couldn't have pulled it off. As the final satellite clicked into place, everyone held their breath. Elena gave a signal, and with a single press of a button, the network came alive. A dazzling web of light wrapped around the storm, slowly turning its rage into a breathtaking light show. The danger wasn't gone yet. Quiet filled the control room, all eyes glued to the screen counting down the final seconds. Captain Ramirez gripped the main control, her face a mask of worry. The future of everything depended on this. Suddenly, a flicker, a burst of energy shot through the space station screens. The wild storm outside calmed, held back by human cleverness. A surprised gasp rippled through the room. The mighty storm wasn't stopped by force, but by the never-give-up spirit of people once thought weak. In that instant, humanity won. The space storm faded, leaving the Galactic Council quiet. The alien leaders, who used to act all high and mighty, stared at the humans with surprise and newfound respect. The humans stood strong. Their bravery everyone used to laugh at had saved so many planets. Captain Marquez left the control room, hearing her crew's excited shouts. The hall, once filled with sneers, now boomed with clapping for the unlikely heroes of the galaxy. This wasn't just the end of a fight, it was a whole new beginning. No more mocking laughter, just hushed whispers of how awesome the humans were. The silence now wasn't about losing, it was about how amazing the humans were for winning against impossible odds. Victory hangs heavy in the air as the alien leaders gather for a serious meeting. Their usual bossy ways are gone, replaced by thoughtful looks. "We underestimated the humans," the Thalassy boss admits quietly, looking inward. Heads nod around the room. The Jovari general adds, "Their basic ways, their feelings, even their short lives, we thought these were weak points, but they've turned out to be their biggest strengths." The talk gets deeper as the Canian leader, a woman in charge, says, "By sticking together and changing quickly, they've shown us how easy it is to get lazy." These mighty leaders from across the galaxy now share a new feeling that in the vastness of space, being humble and respectful is just as important as any weapon. Humans, once neglected, now sat at the central base, equals among the stars. Their voices, previously ignored, were eagerly sought. Humans, with their fiery spirit and sharp minds, had not just claimed their seat, but reshaped the table. Now, the Council thrived on diversity, forging a future as united as the galaxy itself. After the big win, humanity showed everyone a new way. Now, human representatives are traveling everywhere, sharing ideas about working together and making things better. Different alien races are starting to team up for the first time, with humans helping them out. Humanity used to be quiet, but now they're speaking up at big meetings, making decisions that affect everyone. In the end, this victory means the galaxy won't be run by bullies anymore. Instead, all the different races will work together to make a brighter future for everyone. Subscribe for more stories like these and comment below your suggestions.